What is up, heroes? This is Night Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Dark. In the last episode, we had quite the showdown with Reina, which I believe was for the first time. We tried to save Mai, but in the end, we ended up shooting Reina due to the influences of the mask, potentially, probably, and it was pretty intense if I had to say so myself. But now we ended up in the hospital, and Ito's not really sure what's happening. So, Tonica, where am I? I don't remember coming here.
何が起こってるっていうの
It's alright, Hayami. We're in the hospital. I'm here for you. Wait, that's so different from like the Japanese. The Japanese was more asking like, what are you saying is going on? Like, what's going on? More concerned. Whereas like this Tanaka is like all like comforting and everything. Now I know how you always like getting ahead of me, but please listen to me until the end, okay? A few days ago, there was a hostage situation in Kamakura. It ended badly. You shot that girl. Then the doctors are saying you had some kind of mental breakdown. Oh, are we gonna mini and flashback within a flashback potentially? Ah, you're awake. Good. And how are you feeling today, Miss Ito? You seem much calmer now. Well, given how uncalm she was, doesn't take a lot to be much calmer, so. Yeah, I guess I was a bit confused after blacking out. Oh yes, according to the studies we've read, that's quite common for people who have experienced the kind of trauma you did. Tell me, do you feel the following symptoms? Please answer with yes or no only. Shortness of breath? Whoa. Oh. This is interesting. This is so funny because I'm learning how to take history of present illness in med school, so... Well, I don't know. What happened to Mai? Wait, hold on. What happened to Mai? The girl at the shrine. Is she okay? Just yes or no answers, please. Nausea? I just want to keep answering the questions. Where's that mask? The one that the old woman gave me. Things from Kamakura aren't important right now. Please just focus on your recovery and your symptoms. Blurred vision? What did I do? I just want to know what's going on. Why isn't she asking the same question over and over? Why is she just moving on to the next symptom too? What did I do? As I said before, please stay calm and answer only with yes or no, Miss Ito. Fatigue? Where's Tonica? So funny. Where's Tonica? I thought he was here. Visiting hours are over, Miss Ito. Just answer the questions, please. How about you do the same for me, Miss Hospital Nurse? We've given you a mild antipsychotic in light of your recent episode. It is our duty to make sure you are mentally and physically fit for duty. You understand? Aw, man, I can't understand. I can't ask another question. Yes. Good. Let me explain your medicine to you. We have conducted a series of tests since the incident in Kamakura. We found no evidence or history of neurological damage, schizophrenia, or bipolar disorder. I'm writing up the episode as a stress-induced breakdown. For your safety and the safety of others, however, we strongly recommend you take these pills daily for a period of several months. Take a look at your chart, Miss Ito. Holy cow. To help keep track of the well-being of workers in the public sector, we developed a spin system to monitor various aspects of your well-being. We don't seem to be doing so hot. Given minus 53 sanity, minus 9 neurosis, minus 10 professionalism. We're still professional. Investigation 65. Focused. I like it. We're stressed, so we're not quite neurotic yet. Sanity definitely shaken though. That's for sure. SPIN stands for Sanity, Professionalism, Investigation, and Neurosis. We'll be monitoring your SPIN attributes closely in subsequent checkups, and I'd suggest you do the same. In light of recent events, let's first consider your sanity, your ability to accurately perceive the world around you. Without taking your daily medication and given your condition, incidents like you recently experienced are more likely to occur again. For now, I strongly suggest you take your medication. Since your first dose is due today, please take it now. Here. We can refuse? What's on the pill? Was that thiopropyrazine? I haven't learned about it, but that's pretty cool. Then it's like an actual name, potentially. We'll take it. Sanity plus 10, investigation minus 10. Huh. Unfortunately, as you might have noticed, there are some side effects. Though taking antipsychotic medication will decrease the chance for any future psychotic episodes, they may make you a bit drowsy and unfocused. Oh, trade-offs, trade-offs, trade-offs. As a detective, this of course may lower your investigative abilities and your aptitude for seeing the details on a case. Although, your partner mentioned you may have experienced hallucinations at the time of your breakdown, so taking your medication is imperative to keeping your mind clear of these visions. I should warn you, however, if for whatever reason you are unable to take your medication and your sanity, as measured by spin, gets very low, you may suffer from a total psychotic breakdown. And as I'm sure I need to tell you, for someone in your position, that would cause both the department and your family a considerable amount of embarrassment. That's so Japanese. That's so Japanese. It's not like, oh, you could like end up hurting someone, you could damage yourself. It's, you will bring like shame to your family name. So please remember to take your medication, Miss Ito. In order to avoid missed doses and form a routine, we recommend you keep your pills in a familiar place, like your apartment, so you can take them every time you come home. You should also be careful with neurotic actions, endlessly talking to people, pacing back and forth, traveling around meaninglessly and the like. So basically, be efficient. Studies show that neuroses can act as a multiplier that exponentially speeds up a patient's loss of sanity, which, given your current condition, could be dangerous. We found that patients become less neurotic by taking time out to take care of themselves. Detective Tonica tells me you have a pet? Perhaps spending some time with the animal, relaxing and getting a good night's sleep would help the levels of neurosis we see on your chart. I like this. I like this. This is good game design. This is integrating teaching the player into like the game's world and universe itself. These stress relieving actions have no negative side effects in relation to your medication or condition. So it's not like a trade-off, but it's probably not efficient in that you can't build up other stats. I'll leave it to your superiors to discuss professionalism with you, but it has a measurable effect on the spin chart. Do you understand the importance of spin? Or do you want me to explain it to you again? No, thanks. What is his name? Gabora? The owl in Ocarina of Time? We're good, we're good. Oh, is that the little cat? Is that a little cat toy? Kazuki? Thank God you came. I need to get out of here. They've got me taking enough sedatives to knock out a darn elephant. Did they tell you when they'll let me out? I miss you. Besides, I'm going nuts lying around here all day. I feel you on that. Funny you should say that, Ayami, as I think the going crazy thing is what they're worried about too. That's not funny. I appreciate your humor, Tonica. Sorry, but in life you can either laugh or you can cry, and if you ask me, it's better to laugh. It shouldn't be much longer now. The doctor says he wants to observe you a little longer is all. How are you feeling? Better, but I don't remember what happened very well. The whole thing is kinda hazy. I remember that I was feeling strange, like there was someone else there with me, and that mask, I'll stop you there, Ayami. I've heard enough about that thing. It was all over the report, and Yukimoto gave me a heck of a lecture about even leaving mention of it in there. Where is it now? That's not important. You made a mistake. No, that's not fair. Given the situation, I don't blame you. Even on the report, you can barely even call it a mistake. A highly unstable suspect had a knife to a girl's throat and you took the shot. No matter what other people say, I'm standing by you both now and at the hearing. I don't know what you saw, but I know you had a reason for what you did. People at HQ are already starting to take your side, but please, no more talk about that mask. It'll only hurt your case and keep you in this hospital longer. Trust me, nobody wants that. Least of all, me. I don't know how I feel about this. I understand the advising, like, not to talk about the mask for her own, like, sanity's sake or maybe people's perception of her. But if that is something that's so pressing on her mind, I would say maybe, especially as her partner, to encourage her to talk about it maybe exclusively with you, so that you maybe tone down the reputation, maybe don't affect how other people perceive you, but you can at least vent, you can at least cathartically talk about it with that sort of person. You know what I mean? Let me know if you guys, let me know if I'm the crazy one here. Not to mention, Yukimoto's had a heck of a time stopping the brass from spending you. So help him out a bit, will you? Whatever you think you saw that day wasn't supernatural. Besides, thinking about it isn't going to help you get better, so no more about it, okay? You're right. It was a confusing situation. I guess my mind is grasping at straws trying to come to terms with it. It's very much like the human mind. You know, Kazuki, I think I need a break from all this. From being a cop. I didn't sign up to hurt. To kill people. I know, we'll talk about it later. For now, you should get some rest. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's going to be okay. もう大丈夫。なぜって。私が来た. Shout out to All Might. I promise. I don't know about that. Everything's gonna be alright. Doesn't seem like everything's alright in 6 months from now. Are we back? Are we back? Oh man, this music. Is that blood on the walls? Oh wait, no, that's writing on the walls. Oh man. Oh man, this does not look good. He was wearing the mask. Oh no. The cut neck. He was wearing the mask. Do you think that influenced his actions and everything before dying? Did he die himself? Wait, now are we back in the present? Ugh, are we slowly getting little bits and bits of the present while then, like, you know, having to flash back? Okay. Alright, let's see here. I don't know if we're gonna have a chance to just yet. For the time being, look at, oh, you know what? Maybe this is an indicator of our sanity. We're shaken, so it looks all dark and grayish like that. Let's talk with the kitty. Hey, little one. Look at you sleeping there, not a care in the world. At least you're alright. I don't know what I'd do if both you and Kazuki. No, I can't think like that. There's more to all this and too many unanswered questions. I'll get to the bottom of it. Manage to salvage a normal life out of this somehow. Don't worry, little one. Daw. Wait, did that help our sanity? It didn't. Oh. Alright, well, we'll take our pill. The pills that the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. Count on him to pester me about my health even when he's gone. I hate these pills, but I'll keep taking them. For your sake. I understand the not wanting to be dependent on pills. But in this sort of a situation, I would be more inclined to stress the necessity of such pills for her well-being. So I want to look at the laptop. Too late. Oh. Huh? Let's read about this. An article from 2 weeks ago. Everything in it is laid out so neat and factual and makes it seem so simple. It's like that all happened to someone else. Like the Ito on the page is a different person from some other world. Yet, it's not. That's what happened to me. Or so they say. Wait a minute. No, now we're in the future. Now we're in the future. So we started off in this time period where we find Tonica and the girl in the sewer. And then we flash back 6 months, experience that event, and then come back to the present, see that Kazuki died with the mask on, and then we flash forward a couple weeks. Oh. Oh, okay. The article barely mentions the girl, the bloody bag, or the red paint. Wait, did they catch the girl then? How can they write that like it's true? The press will try to simplify any story to sell papers, like Kazuki always said. Other things about that night don't add up either. After backup finally did arrive, they couldn't find any trace of the girl. Fingerprints on the red paint were inconclusive, and the knife at the scene was clean, too. Huh? That's strange. That's what they told me, but there's no way that can be true. Do you think she has some sort of connection to the police then? Maybe that's why Kazuki wanted to be on the DL about it? What really happened down there? That's a good question. I do want to take the time to read this. I'll read it really quickly though. A violent incident in the sewer below the streets of Shinjuku in the late hours last night has resulted in the death of a detective and an apparent rescue gone wrong. The body of Detective Kazuki Tonica, 29, was recovered last night after a nearly week-long search when he went missing off the streets of... Wait, why was it a week-long search? Shouldn't they have known, given that Ito survived it? Huh. Kasumi Saki. The mysterious incident has left the police scrambling for answers and a suspect as the investigation continues into the second day. The detective who arrived first on the scene, Ayami Ito, has declined to make any comment to the press, but her superiors said that after following a lead, she was led into the sewers where she made contact with a lone female suspect. At that time, sources say the female suspect panicked and the incident ended violently before she could be apprehended. There are many unanswered questions. However, it appears that besides the lone detective, there were no other police on the scene, calling into question how the case was handled. There's also a question on the missing suspect and why, after Detective Tonica was killed, the suspect was not able to be restrained. This case comes in the midst of increasing scrutiny on the police, in particular the violent crime section, as other incidents of police neglect or questionable investigative practices have been made public. Several experts have gone on record saying that Tokyo's police are not equipped to handle the recent wave of crime. The police have promised to release the results of their internal investigation as soon as possible. Superintendent Yukimura, who is in charge of both Detective Tonica and Ito, has urged his department and the public at large to hold judgment until all the facts are in. I've heard a lot of rumors surrounding this case, but we're barely a few hours into understanding what happened down there. I think it's too early to jump to conclusions. Huh. Interesting. I feel like that laptop is going to be kind of like our window into the real world. I don't think we should... Oh, we probably need to be careful of a potential overdose, if I had to guess. Let's check out what's in the bedroom. This TV, the static and everything creeps me out. Staticky TVs and all that stuff get to me. But I've been avoiding spending too much time in this room lately. Memories of that night always come flooding back whenever I do. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice just beyond the door, and then when I open it, I'll see him there, finding these last few weeks to just be a bad dream. But it's no dream. He's gone. I don't know what hurts more, the fact that he's gone or the way it happened. Taken by a girl who shouldn't exist. Dana. That was her name. I remembered a few days ago after the sewer, but kept it to myself. At the debrief, they had me talk to a station psychiatrist, and one look from her was enough to figure out what everyone else must be thinking. The police reports, the press, no one's mentioning the girl. But I saw what I saw. If she came back, then maybe... If I could only get some time to collect my thoughts and investigate to see myself, I'm sure I could find something to prove she was there. I doubt they'll let me anywhere near it, though. At least for now. One way or another, I'll find the truth. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I myself want to, find the truth. Who be at the door? Hey, I brought you some dinner. Aw, thanks.
Konnichiwa.
Thanks, Yumi. You didn't have to do that. You need to eat something, neighbor. Can't just sit around all day, right? I know that. It's alright. You don't have to thank me. I'm no good with this stuff. But Ayami, I'm really sorry. About Kazuki. I mean, I know that he meant a lot to you, and I didn't know him very well, but... Stop, just stop, you know... She said, like, stop, like, that's enough. I'm sorry, Yumi. I didn't mean it. Forget it. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry I snapped at you. I guess it's all been a bit much. Huh? An earthquake? That was a big one, huh? I've actually experienced an earthquake in Japan. It's such a weird experience. It was my first and only earthquake experience, but... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I know we're not best friends or anything. I was just worried is all. Sorry, Yumi. That's my phone, of course. Work again? It's like they know when we're talking. Yeah, maybe. I have to take this. And Yumi, thanks for the food. Anytime.
Hi.
Ito here. Ito, I'm sorry I didn't call sooner. I need you to come to the station as soon as you can. What's this about? It'd be easier if we talked in person. See you soon. Ooh. What is this talk gonna be about? I'm curious. Ooh, can we look at this? I kind of want to look at this before we talk. All the CCTV cameras in the station can be viewed here. Saki stays up to date on all the office drum by having an unrestricted view of the whole building. Oh, is this Saki then? I've worked with Saki Shibashi for years now, and she hasn't changed a bit. Her hard work and pleasant smile are only matched by her love of gossip. Great. Sounds like the person I just want to chat with. Let's see here. Oh, hey, Ito. Didn't think we'd see you back so soon.
Konnichiwa.
Well, ready or not, I'm here. About what happened. It's alright, Saki. You don't need to say anything. It's just so awful, and I know you two were close. I mean, I heard... Yeah, we were. But seriously, you can leave it alone. I'm fine. If you say so, but I'm glad you're being so positive, no matter what people say. I know you cared about him and did everything you could to save him. Thanks, Saki. Wait, what exactly are people saying? Yeah, I guess she is the gossiper, right? She would know. I guess it's only fair to give you a heads up since we're friends. There have been some rumors about what happened to Tonica. Rumors? What kind of rumors? That clock sound in the back. Well, that's... maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to upset you. Out with it, Saki. We both know you can't keep something like that to yourself for long, so you might as well tell me now. Fine, but you didn't hear from me, okay? On account of all the bad press surrounding Tonica, the higher-ups are looking for someone to pin this all on. Someone close to the case, if you know what I mean. No. The higher-ups are looking to pin it on Detective Ito? Yeah, I think I understand it just fine. Officer Bondo told me earlier that Taira was boasting about some promotion, and then I saw some movers going into your office on the CCTV earlier. It doesn't look good is all. Are they gonna fire her? Taira? That guy needs a swift punch to the back of the head sooner than he needs a promotion, and movers in my office? This is too much. See, I told you you'd be upset. It's not all definite, though. All I know for sure is what I've seen on the monitors and what Bondo has told me. Hold on a sec. Who's Officer Bondo? It's not some alias you came up with, right? I only tried that with you one time, and you figured it out right away. Bondo transferred in from Osaka a few weeks ago, and he's a total sweetheart. Sometimes he comes and talks to me at the front desk when he's free. Huh. Did he say anything else about Taira's mysterious promotion? Not that I remember. All I know is he's been on the 4th floor doing some legwork for the detectives lately and overheard it. If I run by my office, maybe I'll see this Officer Bondo and ask him myself. Hey, that reminds me, if you see him, could you give him this? Oh my god, that's such a cute little letter. What is it? Sure. I'm going to assume it's a love letter, but I don't want to potentially hinder the relationship by kind of being too nosy with it. Sigh. It's like I've died and gone back to high school. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to him, but you owe me. Professionalism -5? What? I thought I was going to be more professional for, like, doing a favor for my coworker that's like... Oh, thanks, Ayami. You're the best. Guess you'd better head up to Yukimura's office soon, huh? I mean, I guess there are some, like... It's not like... You don't have to be, like... The best thing isn't being 100% professional. There are advantages to being, like, less professional stuff. So it's not, like, strictly bad that we're having lower professionalism. But it's just a little bit different than what I anticipated. So you knew about that too, huh? Thanks for keeping me up to date, Saki. I think it's funny. Her name's Saki, at least in Japanese, kind of means like point or tip, and a lot of times it means like ahead. So the fact that like we're getting information about things like ahead of time from Saki, and that she seems to be like on top of all the gossip, is relatively fitting, and I doubt that was a coincidence. All right, so let's head on up the elevator and see what we can do. Oh, we choose our elevator floor. Do we want to go to the basement? Heck yeah, we're going to go to the basement and take a look. Evidence storage and forensics is in the basement. Oh, I guess we don't really have much of a choice then. Then let's check out floor 4. Investigative units offices. Tonica and I have offices on this floor. What about 7? Yukimura's office, right at the top. I think it's the only one we can actually go to. So, might as well. Alright, Yukimura, what do you got for us? Sorry to have to call you in like this, Ito. I know we promised you some time off after the whole rotten situation. I'd meant to talk to you earlier, but with everything going on, well, you know how it is. It's been a media circus for the last 2 weeks. Darn reporters were waiting for any excuse they could to go for our throats, and they found it. Then the deputy chief starts calling me, then the chief. Heck, I got a call from the mayor last night. All of them want this case solved and out of mind. If he was here to see it, Tonica would be furious at all the bureaucracy. Can't even count the number of times he yelled at me after similar speeches I made to him. He was a good man. Yes, sir, he was. Let's cut to the chase. With every paper and news station covering your case, the mayor's demanding a formal inquiry on your conduct. Now, before you say anything, I'm not saying I would have done better in your shoes. The whole thing was rotten, if you ask me. Unfortunately, there are no do-overs in police work, and even choices that seemed right at the time can turn around and bite us later on. It's not only you. I made a mistake that night sending you in alone. I'll pay for that too. Keep an eye on your professionalism, using the spin system from time to time. Don't give those vultures anything to pick at. Our professionalism doesn't seem to be doing so hot at the moment now too. It's not just about the inquiry though. I'm concerned about you, and the choices you make, professional or otherwise, have far-reaching effects in the future. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do, especially in a game like this. The people who will work with you and trust you, the options you'll have available to you are all hinged on your ability to keep a professional face. One more thing. Given the circumstances, we think it is best to transfer you out of the violent crime department for the time being. Transfer? But sir, I don't understand. I've already done twice the amount of work as some of the veterans, and I've only been in the unit for a few years. Surely my record should speak for itself. I mean, let's at least talk about it first. This isn't a negotiation, detective. Think of it as a chance to get a fresh start. For the next month, you'll continue to be on leave, fully paid, of course. Of course, I'll need to take your badge until you return. The gun you can turn in downstairs. When you come back, you'll be helping out with some of the vice and insurance fraud cases. Well, that doesn't sound like any fun. As another detective will be moving into your place, we'll need to clear out your office. I've asked the movers to come in today and give you a hand. Oh, I don't like how forceful he's being with this. I kind of see where he's coming from, right? Given the, maybe potential mental stability being off the case, and she probably shouldn't be in work regardless. But a full-on transfer. Do I make myself clear, Ito? But there's more to this. Crystal, you old hack. And just after the lecture on professionalism and everything. Yes, sir. Understood. Yeah, that's right. Give me those professionalism points. That's why I did. I'll try to be a mix of... I'll be somewhat conscious of maintaining my spin attributes. But at the same time, I'm also going to be honest. I'm gonna very much play how I personally would in the detective's shoes as well as I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Sir, I understand your decision, but surely this move should only be temporary? That's enough, detective. Until the internal hearing about your case is complete, there'll be no further discussion of this. Now, please go to your office and pack away any personal items to be shipped home. The rest stays with us, and Ito, take care of yourself. I'm trying. It's difficult when even the superintendent is doubting my capabilities and such now. Okay, so... Well, should we press the 7th floor button when we're here? Oh, we can go to the basement, we can go to the floor. Okay, let's take a look at the 4th floor then. I think we were maybe potentially running into Bondo, is what we were saying might happen here. Anything we can do outside of chatting with Bondo, potentially? Let's see, that's a person I don't think we can talk to. There's a police officer there I don't think we can talk to. Are these people I can talk to? Maybe. Can I listen in on their conversation? Oh, Detective Taida. Oh, he looks like a little snake. Hey, Ito, hold up. I heard you were back in the station. Real shame about Tonica. He was one great detective. You're right. He was the best. Almost hard to believe he let himself get caught the way he did. I mean, it's weird, right? He goes missing and can't manage to contact anyone even once? I thought he would have tried to get in touch with you at least, since you were his partner and all. This is not the thing to be talking about, Taida. Sensitivity, please. Anyways, you shouldn't blame yourself, Ito. It was dumb to send you down there alone with no backup. Let's face it. There's no way you could have handled that on your own. Whoa. Implying something? Trying to imply something about me, Taida? Who? Me? Nah. But what do you expect when they send a little detective in all by herself? All I'm saying is you could have used the help. You condescending jerk. Get out of my face. Okay, so we can take a look at, what is this, a fire alarm? An alarm for fires, earthquakes, and other emergencies. Alright, and this here is an office of some sort. Who are these people? I once partnered with Detective Nita and was surprised by how competent he was. If he didn't attach himself at the hip to Taida, he probably could make a good detective. And then, of course, sometimes I close my eyes and count to 10, hoping that when I open them, Taida will disappear. Unfortunately, that tactic hasn't worked yet. The shade. Absolutely love it. Alright, we'll take a look at this office. They told me that, as the only female detective, it would be best to give me extra space, which translated to sticking me at the end of the hall. So is this our office? It is. Whoa, this is neat. What a morning! I'm exhausted. First, the boss has done me out of violent crime, and then send movers ahead of me so everyone in the station knows about my demotion before me? What a mess. As if I wasn't going through enough already. At least with my public shaming, I doubt anyone will have the courage to bother me in here. Gives me a chance to regroup and plan my next move. I can definitely... I can definitely appreciate that. But it's difficult to appreciate that when I got masked just
pop it on the front of my face like that. Got a diploma on the wall, graduation cap and all that. And then, us and Tonica. Oh, and this little cat toy in the corner. I clicked on it and it meowed at me. It yawed. Is that like a collectible of some sort or what? I remember seeing it one place before as well, on like the bed or something like that. I forget exactly where, but that'd be cool if there was like a little collectible or something. So we got look at boxes, we can pack boxes. What else do we have going on? There's a computer screen. Let's take a look at this. Kazuki gave me this silver hairpin for my birthday last year. Seems so long ago. That's so anime. Whoa. Whoa. Whew. You gotta work on that sanity. What about the computer screen? A new email is in my inbox from Yukimura. Looks like it's gone out to all the detectives. Let's see. Detective Ito has been under a lot of pressure. The tragic loss of Tonica has affected us all. I think I see where this is leading. There it is. Ito will be temporarily reassigned. So he did make it public. How humiliating. Real nice of him to wait until I was out of his office before he hit send. After all this time, why doesn't he believe me? Man, that's intense. Let's take a look at these boxes. I've been in this office for years now, quietly working my way into the boys' club to be respected as a detective. Look at it now. All that hard work shoved into some boxes to be handed off to whoever brown-nosed their way into a promotion, no doubt. Can't help but feel like my hard work wasn't worth anything all these years if it can be so easily packed away and forgotten. It looks like then all we really have left to do is to pack the boxes. Yukimura doesn't believe me. I'm the laughingstock of the station and now I'm being moved out of the office to top it off? Doesn't get much worse than this, but it's Yukimura that stings the most. I thought I could trust him, but instead he tells me to turn in my gun like I'm some sort of criminal. Sitting around here isn't going to change anything. If they won't investigate, I will. Ooh, is she going to take things in her own hands? First things first, I need to get my hands back on that mask. Dana mentioned it over and over and it's the only clue I have to go on. Ugh, that's kind of a scary thing to do. I don't know if I'm going to want to go for that mask again. Let's see, where would they have it? Didn't they mention the bottom was for, or like the basement floor was for evidence and storage and all that? Forensics gave the mask a once-over and stuffed it down the basement. I should go down and scope it out. Oh man, go into the basement. This is a kind of horror, visual novel-y story thing, and you know what going to the basement means in this sort of a game. Huh, you're new. Who are you? Officer Bondo, the recent transfer from Osaka. It seems that Saki on the front desk is quite smitten with the guy. Oh, I guess we might as well hand him the letter and all. Hi, you must be the new transfer from Osaka. I'm Detective Ito. That's right, transfer me in last week. How you doing, Detective? Please call me Bondo. Y'all have got a big station here. Embarrassed to say I could never find my way around the Tokyo branch all that well. I get myself lost half the time, to tell you the truth. There have been a decent amount of kind of little mini grammar errors or spelling errors and the like, which is kind of surprising for a game, you know, that I expect to be a little bit more polished. Not that it's like a deal breaker by any means, but... So you must be the one that's all over the news. Don't worry, never could trust the press. None of them know a darn thing about police work, if you're asking me, and it sounded like you caught a rough one. Sorry about your partner. Thanks. Rough is an understatement. At least he seems sensitive. Can we give him the envelope? Yeah, let's give him the envelope. Ishibashi at the front desk wanted me to give you this. Huh? Saki did? Well, hand it over and then let's have a look. Oh, well, I didn't reckon she'd said something like this. That's just because you don't know her like we do, Officer Bondo. Yeah, well, do me a favor, would you? I know, not exactly professional, but tell her to meet me on the roof in about 20 minutes. I'd do it myself, but I'm too busy. We already know that it's not going to be professional. They literally told us it's not professional. Do I want to be a good friend? Like, I don't think I get much of a benefit. Do I want to spur on their relationship? Will that have some sort of long-term effect that they're in a relationship? Like, ask yourself, okay, sure, maybe I'm busy. Do I want to be reliable at the cost of not being professional? I think I'm gonna follow this through because I started it. I don't know too much just yet, but I kind of want to start off this relationship and see what's going on. All right, but not aware of this to any of the other detectives. Got it? You got it, Ito. You're all right. I'll crack this work out and get upstairs when I can. I owe you one. I mean, I guess to an extent, we could be like putting people in our debt. That could be useful later on. It could be helpful that they have a relationship later on. Of course, we are taking a hit to our professionalism.
Alright, so for the time being, we're going to go to floor number 1 so that we can tell Saki about, Officer Bondo. I passed on that letter you gave me. You did? Way to go, Ayami. What did he say? Was it too much? Wait, you didn't send it. You didn't read it, did you? Oh god, you read it. Please forget everything you saw. Slow down. I didn't read it. He asked me to tell you to meet him on the roof as soon as possible. On the roof? That's romantic, right? It's like I'm in a TV drama. Oh, dang it. If I leave my post and something happens to those cameras, Yukimura will go nuclear. Decisions. I've got it. You're not on duty now, right? Watch the front desk for me. I won't be long. 10 minutes tops. Please, please, please. Sure. I didn't know I was committing to that. That's... I don't want to do her job for her. I'm not... I mean, like, I don't think it's that intense of a job, but, like... That's my girl. I knew I could count on you not to stand in the way of true love. I'll be right back. With Saki gone, I could disable the recording systems and move around the station without being seen, but not without getting her in trouble with Yukimura. Oh, well, that's a whole new deal. I think... Oh, no. Do we leave the cameras on and own up to it? Do we own up to going in the forensic station? So many choices. Do we own up to taking the mask and digging around the forensic section, or do we take this opportunity to do so anonymously? I think at this point we're already kind of acting rogue. And it'll be a trade-off with Saki that'll... I'm gonna have to go get the mask anyways. I'm gonna switch the cameras off. I want to switch the cameras off. It depends on how badly I need the mask. I know this will hurt you, Saki, but I need that mask, and I can't have anyone seeing me. Professionalism -5, investigation +5. Let's check on our spin real quick. Professionalism is sinking. Sanity is already pretty low. Oh, main menu and settings. You can go there from here. That's good to know. Investigation is up. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely about the investigation. So I guess this is the time where we enter the elevator, and now we have to head down. The thing is, like, at the end of the day, I'm weighing this mask very heavily. Let's just say that. So down to the basement. Oh man, the basement. What is the basement gonna have in store for us? Oh, there's an officer and everything. Are we gonna have to try and get around him and all that to get at this evidence? I don't think it's gonna be that easy. We don't have the camera on us, so we have more freedom to do. It's probably gonna be a more difficult decision. The stress. But it's really cool, and we are gonna have to see what we will do, what we should do, what we can do in the next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough. I'm really liking all the decisions and the relationships, the context that's filling in this whole case. Timeline wise, this is really neat. I like that she's taking things in her own hands. I can definitely see how this whole spin system, all the decisions are affecting it, how it's going to affect, or that it's going to affect, not necessarily how it's going to affect, but that it's going to affect the future of the game and everything. It's really cool, and I find myself getting really invested in every single episode. I tell myself, oh, I should just limit myself to like 25-30 minute episodes, and I just keep divulging to the point where they're like 40-minute episodes, because I just want to keep playing, and I don't want to cut you guys short, because I imagine, like me, you want to keep learning more too. So I hope you guys are enjoying the game like I am, and are looking forward to what's going to happen with the mask, how we're going to end up getting the mask, what's going to happen with our relationship with Saki, what's going to happen with Saki's relationship with Bondo, and what our next step is going to be as kind of like vigilante detectives. But regardless, that'll all happen, or at least start, in the next episode. But until then, this is Moon Knight Zero, and this mission is complete.